Good evening, everyone. My name is Someshwar. I welcome all of you on behalf of Art of Living organization to evening session of Yog Vaashishtha. नमस्ते, मैं सोमेश्वर आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग संस्था की तरफ से आप सभी का योग वाशिष्ठ के इस इवनिंग सत्र में स्वागत करता हूं। आज की सेशन की शुरुआत हम लोग फिर से एक बार ओम का उच्चारण करके करेंगे। उसके बाद में हम लोग गुरु पूजा का सत्र भी यहाँ पे करेंगे। टुडे वी आर ऑन 46th सेशन ऑफ दिस योग वाशिष्ठा। आज हम लोग 46वें सत्र में यहाँ पे पहुंच चुके हैं। तो रोज की तरह 3 बार ओमकार का उच्चारण करके इस सत्र की हम लोग शुरुआत करते हैं। सारे जूम के पार्टिसिपेंट्स, अपने सारे यूट्यूब के व्यूअर्स और अपने सारे फेसबुक के व्यूअर्स, इन सभी का भी इस सत्र में स्वागत है। लेट अस ऑल क्लोज अवर आईज, अपनी आंखें बंद कर लें। एक साधारण सांस अंदर ले और छोड़ दे। एक गहरी लंबी सांस अंदर ले और पूरी तरह से छोड़ दे, खाली हो जाए। गुरुदेव कहते हैं भूतकाल त्याग करने योग्य है। एक गहरी लंबी सांस अंदर ले और भूतकाल का त्याग कर वर्तमान क्षण में आ जाए। सांस को धीरे धीरे छोड़ दे। यह वर्तमान क्षण नया है। इस नए क्षण का स्वागत ओम के नाद से करते हैं। ओम का नाद करने के लिए एक गहरी लंबी सांस अंदर ले Let us awaken the divinity within. गुरु का आवाहन कर ले। आवाहनम 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 पुनः पुनः गुरु वंदना कर ले। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरु से प्रार्थना कर ले, अपने मुख से निकलने वाले हर एक शब्द, हर एक वाणी, अपने सारे कर्म एवं विचार, अपने बुद्धि के अंदर जागृत होने वाला विवेक, अपने स्मृति के अंदर तैयार हो रहे संस्कार, और यदि अब भी थोड़ा बहुत अहम का भाव जो बाकी है वह भी गुरु की प्रेरणा से ही प्रेरित हो, ऐसी प्रार्थना करें। मुक्ति और मोक्ष की राह पे चलने वाले हम लोग गुरु कृपा से इसी क्षण मुक्ति का अनुभव कर ले और किसी कारणवश सेवा के लिए यहाँ पे लौट के आना भी पड़े तो वह सारा भी गुरु की प्रेरणा से ही प्रेरित हो, ऐसी प्रार्थना करें। अपने भीतर और बाहर गुरु का सानिध्य महसूस करते हुए धीरे धीरे अपनी प्यारी सी आंखें खोल सकते हो। Slowly and gradually you may open your eyes. So our today's Guru Puja Pandit Sangeeta ji also is there with us. Sangeeta ji, kindly walk us through Nadi Shodhana Pranayam and we can begin with our Guru Puja, post which we'll also begin with our Yog Vaashishtha session. Jai Gurudev, over to you.
Thank you so much, and a very good evening to all of you. And we had very great darshan of Gurudev and the blessing from him and full explanation of what is house and Breakout. So welcome back all of you, and we will teach at Guru Puja. But before that, we will be doing alternate nostril breathing. Carry your chin mudra on your knees, and we will be starting 2 fingers, first 2 fingers in between your eyebrows, and we can start with Nadi shoulder pranayama. And whenever you complete this round, you may relax, keeping your hands on your knees, eyes closed, and we will be chanting Guru Puja. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmat Shri Guru Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Apavitra pavitro va sarva vastangato viva yaspare pundali kaksham sabhasta santarashchihi avahanam Narayanam Padmabhavam Vaashistham Sakim Chatarputra Parasharanja Vyasam Shukam Gaurapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogendra Matasa Shishyam श्री शंकराचार्य मठास्य पद्मपालं हस्तामरकंकशिष्यम् तंत्रोतकं वाधिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरु सन्ततमानतोऽसि श्रुति स्मृति पुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादनायनं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तो पुनः पुनः यद्द्वारे निखिलानिलिम्बपरिषत् सिद्धिं विवस्थे निशम् श्रीमच्छ्रीलसितं जगद्गुरुपदं नत्वात्मतिष्ठिं तकाम् लोकाज्ञानपयोधपाठनतुरम् श्रीशङ्करं शर्मदम् ब्रह्मानंद सरस्वती गुरुवरं ध्यायामि ज्योतिर्मयम् आवाहनं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः आसनं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः स्नानं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः वस्त्रं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः चन्दनं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः अक्षरतां समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः पुष्पं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः धूपं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः दीपं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः आचमनीयं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः आचमनीयं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः ताम्बूलं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः श्रीफलं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भारतीयं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरण कमलेभ्यो नमः आचमनीयं समर्पयामि श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः। पुष्पांजलि। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर् साक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखंडमंडलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्त्वदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्री ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं विश्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणसहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। पुष्पांजलिं समर्पयामि श्री गुरुचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। Slowly and gradually, whenever you feel complete, you may open your eyes. Take a deep.
Jai Gurudev Sangeeta ji, that was a really wonderful and deep Guru Puja. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's begin with our Yog Vaashishtha session now. Today will be a short session because today we have been already blessed with Maha Arti and Maha Satsang with गुरुदेव। तो आज का जो अपना आरती का जो संकल्प है, जो रोज हम लोग योग वशिष्ठ को 8 बजे शुरू करते हैं और गुरु गणेश आरती से इसकी शुरुआत करते हैं, वो आरती आज गुरुदेव के सानिध्य में करने का लाभ हम सभी को आज प्राप्त हुआ है। तो let us just begin by chanting Vakratunda Mahakaya and we'll continue with the Yoga Vaashishtha session. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada। हे सुख करता, हे दुख हरता, हमारे किसी भी कार्य में कोई विघ्न न आए, सभी अपने सभी कार्य हे सदा अच्छी तरह से पूर्ण हो जाए, यही प्रार्थना के साथ हम आज के योग वशिष्ठ की शुरुआत करते हैं। तो हम लोग अभी उत्पत्ति प्रकरण में चल रहे हैं। उत्पत्ति प्रकरण में अब तक हमने 30 चैप्टर जो सब चैप्टर्स हैं उनको हमने कंप्लीट कर लिया है। आज हम लोग 31वां जो सब चैप्टर है इसके बारे में हम लोग जानेंगे और देखेंगे। अब तक हमने उत्पत्ति प्रकरण में देखा कि किस तरह से वशिष्ठ मुनि जो है प्रभु रामचंद्र जी को आत्मज्ञान से अवगत कराते हैं और आत्मज्ञान के जरिए अलग अलग प्रकार की कहानियों से उन्हें यह आत्मज्ञान को बताते हैं। So let us begin this now. Let us proceed further. So we have seen that how the Vashishtha Muni is making Prabhu Ramchandra ji, making him aware about the self-knowledge And to explain that, how beautifully one story after another story he walks through, and Prabhu Ramchandraji also keep asking questions so that his doubts are clear. So we have seen the story of this Akhyana, this Mandapa Akhyan, the story of Leelavati, Padmaraja and Vidurat Raja and Saraswati Devi, and how the Padmaraja and Leelavati also keeps asking questions to Saraswati, and how she also makes their doubt clear. We also seen the story of Karkati Rakshasi, that how she, on despite of being born in a Rakshasi Kula, despite of that being a demon, by doing the self-awareness, that self-knowledge, that Atmagyan she is able to get by doing the Vichara, Moksha ki Darpal. The second gatekeeper is the self-inquiry. So using the self-inquiry, she is able to attain the self-knowledge. So we then continued with see that how our mind is very, very powerful, and using this mind, Induputra, the 10 Induputra attain the Brahmatva, the stage. They themselves become the Brahma, and they form their own universe, the Brahmanda they create. No? So that is the power of your mind. The मन की सामर्थ्य शक्ति, जो मन का अपना पावर होता है, वो हमने यहाँ पे अनुभव किया. Then we also see that how this body and this mind are have these two subtle bodies. This Sharir, Sthula Sharir, this grassroots level body is how it is different than your subtle. That is the Manomay Sharir, no? The subtle body, mind, and the Manomay Sharir, the subtle body. And then how, even though this particular body drops, how that can continue to exist, and then that itself keep on taking multiple such forms. Then we also saw something called as yesterday Chitta camp, and we saw this beautiful story of there is this dense forest, this sansara rupi, this universe itself is that dense forest, and how the mind which keeps on wandering here and there, and then how it keeps on hurting itself. So when we saw the one aspect of mind, that it can actually protect us, it can actually elevate us in Rhine, at the same time getting stuck into the all worldly pleasures through those vishayas, no, getting outward always. This chanchal mind, this chattering mind, this monkey mind also can become a cause of our destruction. So that is the मन का जो तारक स्वभाव होता है, वो हमने इंदुपुत्रों की कहानी से देखा, और मन का जो मारक स्वभाव है वह हमने चित्ताख्यान से देखा. So how do we come out of it? So it is using this knowledge, the Guru Vachanas, the teachings of the master, practicing what the teachings are that have been we learn in the Art of Living courses, and with the blessings of the Gurudev. If we continue to do these practices, then this mind we will be able to settle down. No? So that is what is being said. So now today we'll continue with our today's chapter, that is this particular mind is also the Jad. It's also the there are two aspects of this mind. No? The one which is having an inertia, that inertia is in the form of your ahankara. That I am something, no, I am doing this, I am doing that. No, that ahankara is the one aspect of your mind. It is the mind which says, oh, I did this, I did that. And then there is another aspect of the same mind is the Chaitanya. It is that supreme consciousness because of which itself the mind is created. Even the imaginary, the existence of that root cause is that Brahman, that Shiva, that Chaitanya. So these are the two aspects of mind are explained here, that this particular man is also in the form of a Jad or inertia, and this man is also just like Chaitanya, it is in there. So just like if we say that this particular mind, so in this Jagat, in this universe, whenever we see that anything as an inertia, anything that appears in the form, have in mind that it always have two aspects of it, the one which is inertia, the Jada Tattva, and another one is the Chaitanya Tattva in that. So what we need to do, we need to ignore that Jada Tattva, and we need to we have to catch hold of that Chaitanya. Today, when we were listening to Gurudev and Gurudev were explaining the multiple Guyar, the multiple spiritual, Adhyatmic aspects of celebrating Ganesha festival, and how this Ganesha, even though we form it in the form of idol, that material is that Jada, but the Prana Pratishtha, when we do the Prana Pratishtha, what we do, we incarnate, we do the Avahan of that Chaitanya to come and be present in that Murti, in that idol, and that Chaitanya and that Jada. So what we do after some time when we are done with expression, or because it's very difficult to, Gurudev says it's very, very difficult for one to express its love, to express its bhakti to something which is nothing. If nothing is there in front of you, to whom will you pray? To whom will you call Paramatma? To whom will you express your bhakti? To your puja? To whom will you offer that? Now to do that, they have just created this jada. This jada aspect, that inertia aspect is also created. That formless is expressed in the form. That form is created. That akara is created for us to express our gratitude, to do the puja. And that is what exactly we do in Guru Puja. So we offer flowers, we offer puja, we do the deep, doop, naivedyam, tambulam, srifalam, all this shraddha, vastram, all these things we offer, so that we are able to express our gratitude towards the master, towards the divinity. And then what happens once you are done with it, 5 days, 1.5 day, or 11 days, whatever you do it accordingly. And after that, what we say, now that divinity, what is that Chaitanya in that Murti, let that Chaitanya come back and settle within me, in my heart. And now whatever that remaining, that Jada, that Murti, let that Jada Visarjan. Visarjan means you go and immerse that into the water. So similarly, here Yog Vaashishtha is giving us a knowledge that this, any aspect of this mind, that Jada aspect, that inertia aspect, which pulls us down, which pulls us outward always, let us drop that, let us submerge that, let us dissolve that mind. Then what you will focus on, what you will remain with, is that supreme consciousness, is that Chaitanya, is what will remain. Such a beautiful explanation by Gurudev today, which apparently is very relevant to our today's topic also. So very nice that was explained by Gurudev. So when Gurudev says that, when Yoga Vaashishtha say that, just focus on that Chaitanya which is there present in this mind. No, so this same thing, then what happens once we continue to do like this through a practice, we continue to do the cleansing of this Ashuddha Vasana, the Vishayas, those attraction towards the outward unreal world that keeps continuously happening in the mind, in this chattering mind, using the multiple techniques such as yoga, pranayama, meditation, sudarshan kriya, which we get to learn in Art of Living courses, happiness program, and wellness program, as well. Some of the aspects are covered. So in all these multiple courses, when we go and experience the depth of our advanced meditation program, the Maun, the silence, and various different meditation, we'll be blessed with an advanced meditation program with Kashimaya starting from 24th of September. So do take an opportunity. After that, probably Kashimaya in the next month will be moving to US for doing the seva. So this is a golden opportunity for us to register and experience the silence also, because these are all things we need to be experienced in life. It's not just at the level of understanding through, because that tarka is very limited. Today Gurudev was talking that Ganesha, that buddhi is there, and that tarka is there. That tarka is just like that mushak, but we need to go even beyond tarka to understand the totality, to understand the Chaitanya, to understand that you are also that Shiva, you are also that Brahman. We need to drop that little bit of thing, no, via the buddhi only, via the बुद्धि के जो है ना, बुद्धि के भी स्वरूप होते हैं गणेशा, वह उनका जो स्वरूप होता है विराट स्वरूप, विराट काया जो होती है, वह वहां पे इस तरह से हमें सिंबॉलिक माध्यम से बताएगा। अलग अलग अंगों के स्वरूप के बारे में भी गुरुदेव ने बात किया, it is already recorded. You can see that recording available on IMeditate Club Facebook. So let us proceed. When we start seeing this in everything that we see in our life, when we start recognizing that fact that it's the same Chaitanya which is there in me, and it's the same Chaitanya, it is there everywhere, omnipresence, then all the other aspects, no, the jealousy and the anger on somebody and all these other attractions, no, they seems to disappear. Then we do not do any injustice with other people, because you see the same divinity here also and there also. Everywhere it's the same divinity. That is what has been explained here. So likewise, how do we do it? What is it, that aspect of this this mind, which doesn't allow us to become one with the divinity, is that aham, that ahamkara. So that ahankara which stops us, which say that I exist, my existence is something separate than others. No, so that ahankara, it stops us to becoming one with the divinity. And then how do we drop it? How do we understand that? So we also seen that example of aham, means every time we say that I'm doing something, we always say I am engineer, I am doctor, I am boy, I am son, father. So this one I which is there on the left side, it is that Chaitanya Swarup, Brahman, Shiva. And it is that identifying yourself with different identities. Here that is only one. On the left side, if you see, it is always just an I. Just I exist. Just as a being. No identity, just I exist. And then on the other side, when we start identifying it with different things, then that becomes the Jada. Then that becomes the Jada aspect, the inertia aspect of that. Because you're stuck into only one identity. But we have infinite identities we can take. It's we, that Chaitanya, is taking all these different identities. So beautifully explained. So very nice. So we need to drop that Jada Ansh, that Ahankar. We have to drop that Rama and then establish yourself into that Shuddha Tattva. That Chaitanya Tattva is what Vaashishtha Muni is giving knowledge to Prabhu Ramchandraji. And once that happens with the help of yoga, you continue to purify that, then you will be able to establish in the self. And then that what is there in the self, it is the Chidananda, Parama Nanda. It's what you'll expect, not the temporary joy which we get from here and there with this outside world. No, you'll be able to establish yourself in that permanent joy, permanent Anandaka Anubhav, that experience, realization. Through realization one can get. So this, what is it that is worth being an effort? When we say we have to do our karma, will not be able to drop our efforts. We have to continue to do our karma. What kind of karma is what we should do, or one should do, is to purify this. Do the effort to purify your chitta. Do the effort to purify your chitta, so that this world and the avidya, my world, that seems to disappear. Shivant, it's mithya, so it's just an illusion. You just dropped it. You did not get entangled into all this worldly matter. There is no meaning to it. So likewise, don't get stuck into it. Just come, and the people who are stuck in they think that this body itself is they just associate this themselves with this body alone. They are just like the pashu. They do not use their buddhi. They do not go towards an atmagyan, the realization, and they just remain like an animal, pashu, like unki sthiti hoti hai. This is what has been explained here. Now going ahead, this karta, the doer, and the karma and the actions that happens, they are the same. So these are the same, and that is where how it has been explained that just like from the tree, if we see that from the tree itself, the flower and its fragrance is created from the tree itself, but it appears as two different, but in reality they are not. The fragrance of the flower is there inbuilt in the flower itself. No? So exactly similarly like this karma and this karta means your actions and the doer, that jiva, that they are created from the same consciousness, from the same Shiva Tattva, Brahma Tattva. It is just like the two sides of the coin that exist, coexist together. So when we get this, when our knowledge is continuously get into this is a word called that tada things, you become one with that knowledge, one with this understanding, and all this karma, fruits of this karma, we see them as one only. Then we establish in that Asanga, Aditya, Brahman, Shiva, and this other entire other thing, that this Jaga, Rupi is also, it's a part of that Brahman as a Vadana Karaka. It's a reason, cause, that Brahman, that Shiva itself is a cause of this. That is what has been said here. And then once we do that, this karta and the karma and its fruit, if they are same, then all that happens is that they just, the ignorance just happens to dissolve. Then hearing this, Prabhu Ramchandraji asked the question. So he says that always we have seen that Bhagwan, this karta, this doer, because of that he keeps doing different actions, that is karma, and because of that he forms the fruits of the karma, and because of the past fruits of the karma, he again becomes the karta, and again does the karma, and again does the. So this is a vicious cycle that keeps continuing. For example, from the bij, the tree gets formed, and in the tree, the bij gets forms, and again from the bij, again the vriksha gets formed. So this is a continuous cycle that continue to happen. Here the purva karma are referred to your vasanas, your cravings, because of which only you take birth, become the doer, and then again you do some karma, so do some actions for out of vasana, and again you do the because of the fruit of that, again you have to take a birth and rebirth again and again. So if we say that there is such a cycle, and for everything there is a cause and effect, is what we said, that according to you, whatever you have just explained me, I'm really confused there. How is that possible? And how is this entire Utpatti Karya is done by the Brahman? Because there is no reason for that. So how come that be? And if we say, if according to what you are saying, if one firmly believe in this, what it is, then the people, if this laws of karma, this, if you do the punya karma, that you get some good fruit of that, people have that little bit of greed towards attaining that punya karma, they will stop doing all the punya karmas, and all the people who are involved in doing path karma, there will not be any fear for them. If they say that this laws of karma itself doesn't exist, there is no such cause and effect, then they will keep doing anything what they want in life, no, and they'll be arajakta, they'll be all the bad things that will flourish in this life. So how do we that? How can we say this? Bhagwan is addressing to Vaashishtha Muni. Bhagwan, what is that? Because of this, there is a doubt that is created in my mind. Kindly explain me, please. So here the Vaashishtha Muni explains in that, look, whatever the question that you have asked, that's a very, very relevant question. And now let me explain that this particular mind itself is the karta, and itself is the karma also. And he explains in multiple different things how this karta and the karma is exactly like same, how the pushpa and how the flower and its fragrance is not different. It's the same Chaitanya that dawns in all of that. It is been explained. So we'll look into the details of that tomorrow. So today we will take a pause. आज के सत्र को हम लोग यहीं पे रोकते हैं. मैं मेरी वाणी को रोक लेता हूँ. Whatever that you have taken from this session, you can express yourself. If you have any question related to today's session, you will be able to ask. So I'll open the session now. You will be able to unmute yourself and speak. Over to you all. So if there are no questions, we can move towards what are the takeaways. What is it that we learned from today's session? We can begin with Sangeeta ji. Yeah, Sangeeta ji, few quick takeaways from today's session.
Quickly. Yes, a very short one today, right? And to the point, I suppose. So it is realizing, when you realize the mind as Brahman, the other aspects of the attractions or disattractions or your, those negative qualities which are present in us, it just drops off. And you are, that ego, that which hinders everything, creates all those hindrances in your life. When it is merged in the Brahman, when you realize that I am that Brahman, that mind itself becomes very powerful. Then it becomes a supreme being. So that is one of the point. And the other point is just like as the flower and fragrance, they are very much connected. When there is flower, the blooms, the fragrance already comes out. So it is not different from that flower. So exactly in the same way, the action and the doer are the same. Only we feel that it is different because of the ignorance. So because of this ignorance, the jiva also appears, to be real, everything from the, but when the jiva is also from the Brahman, then the dualism just drops. And it's just exactly like the flower and the fragrance. And then again, when everything is seen again in the Brahman, as one season enters into another one. So that is way it is like that. So just like that, we also see the flower and the fragrance. Just like that, same way, everything is Brahman, and we have that. With that knowledge, we go ahead. So I would like to stop here, and quickly we can hand over to anybody else who would like to talk. Thank you so much.
That was really nice takeaways. Anyone else wants to share their takeaways for today? You can unmute yourself and you will be able to speak. If not, then we will pause our today's session here. आज के इस सत्र को हम लोग यहाँ पे रोक लेते हैं, स्वल्प विराम लेते हैं, पुनः एक बार कल मिलने के लिए। जय गुरुदेव।